Welcome you all to my channel. Let's learn. Dear students, in my last part, means part 1 of subject verb agreement, I have already told you that the verb agrees with the subject of the sentence. And if the subject is singular, then we use a singular verb. And if the subject is plural, we use a plural verb. And I have already told you that in case of subjects there is a number, person and gender, but in case of verbs there is no number or person or gender of the verb. But some verbs we take it as singular and we take as plural. I have already discussed it in my last part, means part 1 of the subject verb agreement. Now we will start our today's discussion. Dear students, you see, in my part 1 I have already told you about 10 points, 10 important points. The sentence begins with there or it or some noun phrases, or the subjects are either countable or uncountable nouns or singular or plural, whatever may be, I have already told you, and the use of verbs in those cases. And now I will continue my 11th point, and from first point to 10th point I have already discussed in my part 1, and from 11th point to 24th point I will discuss in this part. Now you see point number 11. Point number 11 tells us, if no or some is followed by a singular noun, it takes a singular verb. If it is followed by a plural noun, it takes a plural verb. For example, no child has done his homework. Here mark the use of no, and there is child just after no. Child is singular, so I used has. Has is singular. And likewise, no children have done their homework. Here children is plural, so I used have. Then only some water, the use of some you must mark. Only some water is left in the pot. Here water is uncountable. In case of uncountable nouns, we use singular verb. But in case of countable nouns and plural, we use plural verb. For example, some boys have gone on a picnic. This is about point number 11, and I will proceed to point number 12. Point number 12 tells us, if and connects two titles or designations of the same person, the verb is singular. If the persons referred to are different, the verb is plural. Then you must remember that if one person has more than one title or one designation, then we will use a singular verb. And if two designations or more than two designations or titles refer to more than one person, then we use plural verb. Mark the examples. The Vice President of India and the Chairman of the Rajya Sabha has given his consent to the bill. Here you see the person, the Vice President of India is he who is the Chairman of Rajya Sabha. So here the Chairman of the Rajya Sabha and the Vice President of India is a single person, is a single individual. So we use has. Has is a singular. But the Vice President of India and the Speaker of Lok Sabha have agreed to this proposal. Here you see, the Vice President of India is a person and the Speaker of Lok Sabha is another person. Here there are two designations and these two designations refer to two individuals or two persons. So we used have as a plural verb. The Vice President of India and the Chancellor of the University were invited to the convocation. Here you see the Vice President of India is a person and another person is the Chancellor of the University. So we used were. But to indicate that the person talked about are two separate individuals, we use the definite article the before each person, as in the last two examples what I told you. Now I will proceed to point number 13. If the subject begins with a fraction, the verb agrees with the noun that follows the fraction. The verb agrees with the noun. With the noun means that may be countable or may be uncountable. If it is uncountable, we use singular verb. If it is countable, singular, then we use singular verb. And if it is countable and plural, then we will use plural verb. Now mark the examples. 2/3 of the crop has been damaged. Here crop is uncountable and there is a fraction that is 2/3. Another is 2/3 of the apples are rotten. Here apples is countable and plural, so the verb is are, it is plural. 2/3 of the acid has evaporated. Acid is uncountable like oil, petrol, like this. So we used has. And then point number 14 tells us if the subject begins with a good deal of, a great deal of, a lot of, plenty of, most of, some of, etc., the verb agrees with the noun that follows these phrases. For example, a lot of people were present at the meeting. Here a lot of people is plural, so we used plural verb. A lot of money was spent. Money is uncountable, so there is was, the singular verb. Another example is some of the students were intelligent. Students is countable plural and the verb is were, it is plural. Some of the music was excellent. Music is uncountable, so we used was. Some of the children were naughty. Children is plural, countable, so we used were. Now I will proceed to point number 15, and this point tells us a number of and about the number of. Mark, there is the article before number of, that is a or a the. That means a number of followed by a plural noun takes a plural verb, but the number of in a similar situation takes a singular verb as the real subject is the number. So you must remember, where there is a the number, you will use singular verb, and where there is a number of, you will use plural verb. Mark the examples. A number of children are suffering from cold. A number of children, children is plural, and always a number of takes a plural noun, and the number of always takes a singular noun. The number of sick children is increasing. Here the number of sick children, children is a plural, but the number of sick children is singular, so it took the singular verb that is each. Now point number 16. Point 16 tells us phrases beginning with a congregation of, a crowd of, a flock of, a group of, a herd of, a regiment of, etc., usually take a singular verb in spite of the fact that the noun after of is plural. Mark the example. A crowd of people. Mark. People just after of. People is plural. But what sort of verb we are using, you see? A crowd of people was shouting slogans. Was is singular. It is because a crowd of people, it is treated as a single unit. And a herd of elephants was seen in the jungle. A herd of elephants means a group of elephants. A group is purely singular. And a group of smugglers was arrested yesterday. This is about point number 16. Now point number 17. 17 tells us about statistics, mathematics, physics, economics, news, measles, mobs, advice, information, jewelry, scenery, etc. These are all uncountable nouns. So it takes a singular verb. Example, mathematics or physics is my favorite subject. That means mathematics is my favorite subject. Mathematics. Then is. Mathematics is a subject. We used is as a singular verb. Mumps or measles. These are names of two diseases. Mumps is an infectious or a dangerous disease. Just like measles is a dangerous disease. The news was bad. The news is the use of news, you see, you mark. No information is available now. Information. And after that the verb is. It is purely singular. Now, point number 18. Point number 18 tells us, if the subject of a sentence is a clause, the verb is singular. Mark this. If the subject of a sentence is a clause, then the verb is always singular. For example, that she is alive is good news. Here the clause is that she is alive, and this is also the subject of the sentence. What he does these days does not concern me. Here what is the subject? The subject is what he does these days. This is also a clause. So the verb is does. Does is purely singular, I have already told you. What they do these days does not concern me. This is about point number 18. Now I will proceed to point number 19. Point number 19 tells us, if two words or nouns are joined by, with, as well as, in addition to, together with, etc., the verb agrees with the first word or the subject. That means if the subject is singular, we will use a singular verb. If the subject is plural, then we will use a plural verb. Mark this point carefully and the examples very carefully. You see, the teacher with all his students has come. Here students is not the real subject. The teacher is the real subject. So we used has. Has is singular. Harish as well as his brothers was responsible for the loss. Here, according to Harish, Harish is singular. So we used was, a singular verb. Population growth in addition to other problems has made the country poor. Here population growth is singular, so we used has. The man together with his children was questioned. The man, not the children, here the subject. So the verb is was, the singular. This new fact together with the other pieces of evidence proves the prisoner's innocence. This is about point number 19. Then I will proceed to point number 20. When the words in the subject are connected by not only but also neither nor, either or, and they in number and person the verb agrees with the nearer subject. Now you see, not only but also both and either or, neither nor, these are treated as correlatives. So when there is the use of these correlatives, you will be very careful when you will use the verb. Now mark the examples. Not only the boy but also his friends are equally guilty. Here there is the boy, it is singular, but his friends is plural. We used are, the verb, it is plural. Why? Because the nearer subject or friends is plural, so we used plural verb. And the boy or his friends have to repair. Neither the old man nor his sons are prepared to sell their old house. You see, neither the old man is singular, nor his sons is plural. Here sons is the nearer to the verb and it is plural, so we used the plural verb, that is are. This is about point number 20. Now I will proceed to point number 21. It is very important for you also. Point 21 tells us some nouns are made up of two similar parts in a pair, like scissors, trousers, spectacles means glasses or goggles, etc. These words are treated as plural subjects and they require plural verbs, but a pair of scissors, a pair of shoes, a pair of trousers, etc. take a singular verb. So you must remember, when there is the use of a pair of, you will use there the singular verb. Now mark the examples. The scissors are old. My trousers have been cleaned. In these two cases, we used are and have because there is the scissors and my trousers. There is no use of a pair of. So we used the plural verb. But another example is a pair of shoes was lying in the corner. Here there is the use of a pair of. Shoes is not important here. Important is a pair of. So we used was. And then I will proceed to point number 22. When an adjective is used as a noun representing a class, it takes a plural verb. An adjective represents a class or a group of people. At that time we use plural verb. Mark the example. The rich have a lot of responsibility towards the poor. Here the rich means the rich people, the poor means the poor people or the poor man. Rich, poor, these are two adjectives, but here the rich and the poor is used as nouns. So we used the plural verb, that is have. Just like the blind need escorts to cross a road. Need is a plural here. And if we use needs is singular, but need is plural. You see, the blind are given training in handicrafts. The blind is an adjective, but the blind is a noun. And it takes a plural verb, that is are. And now I will proceed to point number 23. That point tells us the verb in a relative clause is singular or plural depending on the number and person of the antecedent of the relative pronoun. In case of a relative clause, you will know about what is the relative clause and whether it is singular or it is plural. But for your information, I have to discuss here, and you must remember it well. Now you see the example. it is you who have wronged me. It is he who has torn my book. Here the relative clause is who have wronged me. And another is he who has torn my book. And another example is it is you who have insulted me. Here the relative clause is who have insulted me. But another thing is important in these examples, and you have already learnt that there is the use of it. In case of part 1, I have already told you about the use of dummy it. When there is the dummy it or the sentence begins with it, it is usually take a singular verb. You can remember it well. And now I will proceed to the last point of today's discussion. When the plural noun is a proper name for some single object or for some collective unit, it requires a singular verb. For example, Gulliver's Travels was written by Jonathan Swift. Here Gulliver's Travels is the name of a book. Jonathan Swift is the name of a writer or the name of a poet. You see, Gulliver's Travels, as it is the name of a book, we used the singular verb. Just like the United States is a powerful country. The United States is the name of a country. So it is a single country. So we used is as a singular verb. This is all about my today's discussion, and I think I have definitely helped you to clear your doubts, and it will really help you in case of your writing English sentences. And you must be very careful while writing English, otherwise your sentence structure, the use of subject and verb will be wrong. And thank you all for watching my videos. If you like my video, please subscribe, like and comment and share my video. And don't forget to click on the bell icon to get the notifications of my new videos. Thank you all.